So this is our Recirculator. It's from Thermoscientific. It is the Nest Lab RT7 model. We actually have an RT10 model as well at another setup. But this is the 7, and actually we've got 4 of these on Tech 1 and Tech 2. So if you'll come here closer, you'll see the face of it. Now this is the on-off button, obviously. To adjust the temperature, you're going to hit this circular button right here once. You're going to adjust it to whatever you want it to wherever you want it to go. Let's change it to 35 right now. It's gonna flash. You're gonna hit it again to set it. It's gonna flash a little faster, and it's actually gonna revert back to what the actual temperature is of the coolant. The coolant is right here. Is right inside here. We actually use ethylene glycol for our coolant. It's about 100%. We've used water in the past, but we found that things grow in there, and it actually disturbs the heat. It can actually cause a pretty big margin between the heat of the setting and the heat of the actual solvent. And if you'll come around to the back over here, this port is actually used to empty out the coolant. So if you unscrew it, it'll actually just come out. It'll start spouting out. You always want to make sure you have a beaker here to catch it if you need to change the coolant or refill it or anything like that. If you ever need to empty this, this is the port to do it. It's a very delicate valve. It can snap, so don't screw it in too tight when you're closing it. Finger tight is good enough. If you'll shift up a little bit, this is the power cord. So generally the coolers require their own, I like to keep them on their own circuits just because they require a lot of electricity. If you look over here, these are Teflon Tygon lines. They're high pressure, high temperature lines. They will actually go up to about 275 degrees Fahrenheit. And if you'll follow the line with me up here, they're actually connected to the 10-pass copper aluminum recirculating plates. And again, you have to actually monitor the actual surface temperature of the sample in order to set the temperature on this guy. To make sure that your sample is the right temperature.